guys, man, welcome back to the video. Today I am starting a new series, guys. If you guys can't already tell, it's going to be a prison series. But you don't even understand how excited I am for this, guys. I am so excited purely because I haven't done one of these in a long time. I haven't started a new series in a long time. And this series is always going to be on Galactic Prison. So by the way, if you want to join the server, I'll be down below. I'll be on quite a lot of the times. I'll be recording quite a lot on here. So if you guys ever want to come have some fun with me, come join. I'll be down below and on the top right screen. Also, by the way, there's a 20% off sale. Who doesn't like a freaking sale? But anyways, guys, as I said, I am so excited purely because, one, I don't really do prison that much. It's going to be a lot of fun to like switch up and stuff like that. And also because this series is going to be based around like stories. It's going to be based around tips. It's going to be based around Q&A. Some of you guys that know the basics of prison and what this series is going to be about. Basically, right now, guys, we are in prison. I'm a bad boy. I'm in prison, guys. I don't know how I got in here. I am in here and I need to mine my way out. Start mining, make money, sell it, get to higher ranks, and then eventually get to Z. So it obviously goes A to Z. Once we get to Z, we are out of the prison, guys. So it's going to be a long series. I hope it's going to be a lot of fun. As I said, I'm going to be telling stories and stuff like that. So in the comments down below, let me know right now if you want to see Q&A in the next episode, if you want to see a story in the next episode, if you will, let me know, guys, and I'll get around to doing it. But anyways, guys, let's get into it. Let's freaking start. So the first block we're going to mine is going to be coal. There we go. It started, guys. We are here. We're ready to go. Anyways, guys, so today I'm going to be selling a few stories, actually, and we're going to start off with quite a recent one. I actually can't believe this still happened. Like, genuinely, just right now, like, it's a few days later, and I still can't believe it happened. The greenhouse. Let's call it the greenhouse incident. If you haven't seen it and you're like, Matt, what the hell are you on about? Here it is.
I know the splash. What is my favourite colour? Blue. Green.
Yep. That kind of happened right there. So basically, you guys didn't know. So basically, we're doing a video of like water balloons and stuff like that. If you guys haven't seen that, I'll put it on the screen right now so you guys can click that and go watch it. It was actually a really fun video. I really enjoyed that video. But basically, it didn't really end too well. So basically, a lot of you guys were actually asking me in the comments and stuff like that, like, what happened after that video? Because obviously, you guys didn't actually see what happened after. And you're like, Matt, what's your dad, man? All that good stuff. So basically, in a nutshell, I thought I was in such trouble, dude. I thought I was in such trouble purely because that was my dad's greenhouse. And he likes like gardening and all that good stuff. He likes his greenhouse, basically, guys. He likes his greenhouse. But I was actually like, I am in such trouble, dude. It's just game over. It's game over. Basically, after the video, once he got home like literally like 10 minutes after that happened, and it was the longest 10 minutes of my life, guys. I was so scared. I thought my dad was gonna be so angry at me. But then basically, he had like spare panes that he could put in, so like it was fine. It was fine basically in the end of the day. But blue. It's just like, oh my god, dude, I can't even believe it. But either way, moral of the story is when you're throwing a water balloon, don't aim it at someone that is behind them, like a house or something or a greenhouse, because Sam, who threw it, doesn't have the best aim. Shots fired. But as I said at the start, guys, I want to tell another story. And this one's going to be a bit more of a long-winded one. Probably what the title was. Hear me out, by the way. Like, don't just think like, wait, what, Matt? Were you in prison? I sure is. My inventory was full for so long. My bad. Let's go like that. Wait, can we rank up? Dash rank up. Way, we're rank B right there. Dashboard B. Let's go, guys. Moving up already. Let's continue. So, as I was saying, I've probably been thinking because we're in prison right now. And as I said, hear me out. Don't think that I was in prison or whatever. Basically, I'm talking about how I nearly, keyword nearly, how I nearly got arrested, guys. So, yeah. We are now in 6th form and we can now actually leave for school and lunch and stuff like that. So now if we want to go out for lunch or break and go to the shops, maybe buy something, we can now do that, which we could never do before. So it's kind of like cool, like after never being able to go out of school, like ever, we can now leave school. So pretty much the first like month or two as we could leave school, we were pretty much going out pretty much every single day for like lunch. We normally don't go anywhere special. We literally just go to the shop. That's it. We just walk to the shop, get a sandwich, maybe some crisps, whatever you want for lunch really, and then we walk back to school. Simple as that. And this particular day was quite interesting. So this time it was me and 3 of my friends. So we were basically just walking to the shop. It's about about a 5-minute walk to the shop right there. As I was saying, that we actually go to this shop called Co-op, and it's actually just kind of like a supermarket where you just get like stuff like sandwiches, whatever you got. It's just like a normal supermarket. You guys know what I mean. And right opposite is a small fish and chip shop, which obviously you could get that if you want as well. And so today I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get something from the supermarket or Co-op. That's what you call it. And so I went over there. I went and got a sandwich and some crisps, and we were all in there. And my friend Ryan actually, and he decided he wanted some fish and chips. So he's like, Matt, come with me to the fish and chip shop. I'd already like bought my sandwich. I had a sandwich. I just went and got a sandwich, and so I'd already bought mine. So I was just kind of waiting for everyone else. And so I was like, yeah, of course I can. And so I went over there with my sandwich. I was just eating my sandwich. We were just talking. We were just sat out. Like, he went in there. He ordered his like fish and chip shop, but we didn't order it. Like, he just said what he can have, and obviously they have to make it. But yeah, we were kind of waiting outside the fish and chip shop, like outside the doors, like in the open, because it's quite small in there. There was some other people in there, so we were stood outside the fish and chip shop, like kind of between the Co-op and the fish and chip shop, if that makes sense. And so we were stood there. We were just talking, and Ryan was actually for whatever reason telling me about a movie he watched the night before. It was to do like, it was like a parody film. It was one of those like parody films about like terrorists and stuff like that. I don't know what it was called. It was something like, I don't know what it was. It was basically like one of those like parody like bomb films. I don't know if that makes any sense, and it might sound a bit weird, but, and he was telling me about it, and basically it involved the word bong. And this is kind of where the at this time the other two friends were just kind of stood in the co-op, still just like in the co-op basically, and we were stood over there. So he's telling me about the film, and he says the word bong just as a policeman, yeah, a policeman. So I'm stood here, right? We're like kind of looking at each other, and behind me, there's actually a policeman coming, and so I don't see him, but I kind of like look around as the car pulls up, and I saw the policeman. So I was like, okay, it's just a policeman. Like, what have I got to think anything of it? He walked up behind me, and as he walked up behind me, it was kind of, literally, okay, alright, it's right in between us. Ryan says the word bong, okay? And obviously you guys don't know what bong is. I don't really know myself. Basically, I know it's something to do with drugs, and I know you like take drugs from it or something like that. I'm not too sure. Either way, we said the word, no, he said the word bong, and I was just stood there. And obviously, like when a policeman walks past you, obviously you're not normally going to be speaking anything like that. You're not going to be speaking about stuff like that, but you'd hold back on saying something like that, right? Surely, like, even if you haven't done anything wrong, obviously, like, but, like, still, I don't know, that's just myself, like, obviously you wouldn't say anything stupid when a policeman walks past you. However, today, Ryan was like, you know what, I'm going to talk about this movie, and he said the word bong, and at this point, the policeman sort of, like, walked past us. The policeman walks past, he says bong. The policeman sort of, like, walked past, stopped, turned around and kind of walked back to us. We obviously like looked at him because he like stopped and looked at us. We kind of turned and both looked at him and just like kind of what, like like just like what, like what's wrong? And I quote, he actually said to us, "Who's got the cannabis then, boys?" And we were like, what? What do you mean? And he was like, "Who's got the cannabis then? I can smell you guys have got cannabis. Who's got the cannabis?" And he was sort of like smirking as he said it, and we're just like, what do you mean? Like, we were like so confused because it was kind of like all out of a sudden. We were just waiting for our fish and chips, and we just got accused of having cannabis, and we were like, what do you mean we don't have cannabis? And then Ryan was like, I was telling a movie, like that's why I said bong, I was talking about a movie, and he was like, alright then, so who's got the cannabis? I can't remember exactly the conversation. That first bit was 100% true, but this next bit is kind of a bit like, it was like a minute or two of just kind of like him saying who's got the drugs basically, and we were just like, dude, like, we don't have drugs. Like, what? Like, we're just school children. We're just here getting our lunch. We're innocent. I was just there. You're just picturing me right now. I'm just there talking to my friend, and I'm just eating a sandwich, okay? I was just eating, like, a sandwich, one of the, like, the slices of the sandwich. I was just there with my ham and cheese sandwich. I was enjoying it, right? And we get up to this policeman comes up to us, and he's like, who's got the cannabis then? And we're like, what do you mean? And after about 30 seconds of him kind of just looking at us and just kind of being like, who's got the cannabis then? And us being like, we don't have any, like, what are you on about? We were just so, like, confused. We were just like, we didn't really know what to say. We were like, wait, what do you mean? Like, however, the story does not end there. So you may think that obviously that may have been how we nearly got arrested, but it doesn't stop there. It carries on for sure. And then the policeman kind of goes, all right then, boys, and walks into the fish and chip shop. They're a very small fish and chip shop, so we kind of still see him from where we were. We were like right in front of the shop, and there's obviously a glass window, so we could still see him. And as he walked past us, we look back at each other and we're kind of like, what the hell just happened? Like, what the hell just happened? And then our two other friends came over to us, was like, what was he talking about? Thinking that it wouldn't be anything bad. They were kind of like, just like, wait, what was the policeman talking to you about? What he said to them, they just accused us of having cannabis because they could smell it, and we were like, what? And again, none of my friends do drugs or anything. Like, it's not like they could have done it before and they could smell it. No, none of our friends do drugs or anything. So literally, we were so confused. We were like, what is going on right now? So our friends, two co-friends, come over. We tell them that he just said apparently we had cannabis on us. And at this one, I kind of wanted to just go back to school. We were like, you know what? Let's just go back to school. I'm scared. So yeah, let's go back into fish and chips. And he was like, Matt, can you come back in with me and like get the fish and chips? Because like I'm scared of that freaking policeman in there. He was kind of like, can you come back in with me? Like what? Either way, the policeman actually came out and sort of like walked up the opposite way. And there was actually a car. And he kind of walked up the opposite way, like for about 10 meters. And we were sort of like, okay, we sort of like, don't say anything stupid again, and I kind of just stood there. We kind of like stood in like a little circle. It's four of us obviously this time. Then the policeman walks back down the pavement past us again, and this time he is not alone. He is with another guy who looked actually quite rough. I don't want to be too stereotypical, but he looked a bit rough. He looked like one of the type of person that would actually do something like that. Anyways, yeah, he walked past, he was in like jogging bottoms, he had like scruffy hair, I don't know, I don't really know how to explain him, but like, you guys kind of know what I'm trying to get at here. And either way, he was with the policeman, and he was walking towards the police car, which is actually like about 5 meters away from us, like on the road. And at this point, like, I think it was three policemen and other police cars actually pulled up next to the fish and chip shop. And again, we're still stood here in a circle, we're eating my ham sandwich. I'm just like, dude, I'm scared, we need to get back to school. And either way, about 3 other police cars actually turn up, and they all get out of the car and walk over to the car of the guy there. And we actually overhear conversation between the policeman and actually another policeman who's actually driving past. So he said to the other one that this guy had cannabis on him, and we were like, okay, that's too bad cannabis. Obviously they've been like some sort of complaint about the fish and chip shop. So basically that guy was the guy with cannabis, and that's why they could smell it. And we were like, oh, okay, it will make sense now, because at that point we were like, why could they smell cannabis? Like, what? Like, were they just making it up to try and like use reverse psychology on us? And then at that point we were kind of like, you know what, let's just go. Ryan went in and got his fish and chips. We sort of just went as quick as we could, as we were kind of like we don't want to get involved in any of that. And because obviously if he could have right there just said, you know what, boys, you're gonna go to the police station, we're gonna like look for your bag or whatever. But like Brian like went to the fish and chip shop because he wanted it, so that's the first coincidence. Second coincidence, that we went there as apparently there was a complaint about cannabis. Third coincidence is, as the policeman walked past us, Ryan said the word bong, obviously thinking the policeman obviously thought, right, if there's been a complaint about drugs and he just says the word bong, it's probably them. Either way, there was just loads of stuff adding up to it, and at the end of the day, it was just a funny story, and we almost got arrested, and we're almost like taken to the police station, obviously. Yeah, overall, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you guys enjoyed this episode and you want to do more stories where I actually tell them a bit better, because this one was told really badly, let me know, leave a like down below, that'd be awesome. Thank you guys all for watching once again, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.